Hey guys, I'm here to review the Goldberg Dark Side of Goldberg. Dark Side of Goldberg. So that was the documentary, and I'm gonna do one more after. It's called Why We Love WrestleMania. So that'd be interesting, different video. So so this documentary is about Goldberg's career and why he's controversial. So, to start off the documentary, and I'll rate it out of 10 after. It tells you he was an ex-football player, American football player, and he then went to the WCW power plant and trained as a wrestler. But I don't think he was taught well, because he just was green for a very long time. I think Jericho used to joke. His name ain't Goldberg, it's Greenberg, because of how green he is in the ring. And for people who are who don't know much about wrestling, or you just don't know what green is, green just means very inexperienced in wrestling. And you haven't got much training in wrestling, or a rookie, for say. That's what it means in wrestling. A very young rookie with very little experience. So, it talked about that, and it talked about then his streak in WCW. His unbeaten streak, so I think he went 150 and 0, 149 and 0. And some of them were on house shows. A few of them were on, I can't remember if Thunder did come on before he lost the streak to Nash at Starrcade 98. I can't remember if it was or not. But yeah, he pretty much beat everyone. He beat everyone. And they said his matches were very short, 2 to 5 minutes most of the time. The odd time DDP, Nash, Hogan, it was around 10 to 15 minutes, I'd probably say. But most his matches on Nitro was 2 to 5 minutes, very short. It wasn't in this documentary, but if you watch the Monday Night Wars, and me and Matt could maybe watch that series and rate them out of 10 episode by episode one day. Because we did, for people who don't know, me and Matt, my mate, we're wrestling fans. We watch and review wrestling movies and documentaries. It's just a project we're doing for my channel, and something fun to do as wrestling fans. And we're doing the Dark Side of the Rings. Ones we are interested in. There's a few Matt won't want to cover because he just don't know them or not interested in it. But if there's a good one, what I think was good, and he'd like or be interested in while it's happening, then he'll watch it. But yeah, that series could be interesting. We also might do LFG and Tough Enough. It's kind of like a reality series kind of show. It's interesting. It's like they're trained to be a wrestler. It's in a competition. Then, if they win the competition, they then get a contract to wrestle for WWE. But for LFG, it's to have an NXT contract. guy and woman, both. So I think it'd like LFG if we watched it episode to episode. But first we're doing the Dark Side of the Rings. We've got, I think, another 3 seasons of that, and I heard there's going to be a 7th, so we'll cover the 7th season as well. Whatever topics they do discuss on the 7th. I don't see there being many more seasons because they've covered a lot of topics, and I don't think there's going to be much more they can do, unless there's ones I don't know about. But yeah. So yeah, back to Goldberg. So that was why I brought up the Monday Night Wars. I remember now because Regal. So on the Goldberg episode, or it was the Austin vs Goldberg comparison video. I can't remember if there was a Goldberg one. I think there was. He wrestled William Regal, and the plan was to have a competitive match. So for Regal to take it to him and to give him a competitive match. But Goldberg before that was just killing guys, just hitting a couple of moves and then a jackhammer. Most of the time, one spear, jackhammer, and then a win. So he didn't know how to work a competitive match. And yeah, Regal just got him in headlocks, submission moves, did uppercuts to him. He tried to make it competitive, and it looked really awkward because Goldberg just wasn't working with him. And so yeah, he was just very green. He didn't know what he was doing. He had no idea what he was doing. But it didn't say that in this documentary, but I'm just bringing it up. That was one of his first few competitive matches he had before they were being more competitive matches. And then he won the title off Hogan and on Nitro, the biggest show ever in a stadium, I believe. I think it was like 40,000 at the stadium. Yeah, and he beat Hogan. Then he had it for 4 or 5 months until December. Around December, he had the title, and then he lost it to Nash. So yeah, he lost the title to Nash and his unbeaten streak. Scott Hall came in with a taser and tasered Goldberg, and then Nash hit the jackknife and beat him. So and then it also showed him having stories of like hurting wrestlers, not being safe in the ring. And it talked about the Goldberg kicking Bret Hart and injuring him, just injuring other people as well. And he was very reckless in the ring. Like, the kick he did to Bret, it gave him a concussion and it ended his career. Yeah, it was very bad. Very, very bad. I'll try and do this under 15 minutes. I just rambled on a bit more than I wanted to about the Monday Night War documentary. But, so yeah, and then it got to the bit where he was supposed to break the glass in a car with a pipe. But the idiot, instead of using the pipe, used his hand, and it got that infected that they thought they might have to chop his hand off. But luckily they got it treated and he came back eventually. Then it talked about WCW going out of business. Then he came back to WWE in 2003. So the run he had really was he feuded with Jericho for a pay-per-view. feuded with Triple H for a few months, won the title at Unforgiven. Then he lost it a few months later at Armageddon against Triple H and Kane in a triple threat, and Kane pinned Goldberg to win the title. It also mentioned about Goldberg having a fight with Chris Jericho. Yeah, he had a fight with Chris Jericho. That was funny. And Jericho said, "I thought he was going to kill me." Jericho's got balls. He's stood up to Goldberg and Lesnar. Fair play to him. He's got balls to stand up to people like them. You know, not many people would do that, and he's got balls. I respect him for that. He stood up for what he believed, and he had it out of them both. And then it talked about him having the match with Lesnar at WrestleMania 20, when both of them left and everyone was shouting like, both you sold out. Not everyone booed that match because just no one was staying after. They both left the night after. And then he left and they didn't think he was going to come back. Then, funny enough, his last match was Lesnar. His first match back is Lesnar. So he squashed Lesnar in like 90 seconds. And then he had a run where he won the title off Owens, dropped it to Brock at Mania, and that was a decent match. By far the best match they had together. That was a pretty good match, to be fair. It was decent. It was what it needed to be. And it was a lot better than the WrestleMania 21. Then it talked about him retiring to Gunther, I believe. Or didn't it? I can't remember if it did. But it just basically talked about his career. Similar to the Lesnar one, I wouldn't say it's dark side. Goldberg, I think it should just be Goldberg's career. I think the most darkest to him is he's dangerous in the ring and he hurts people. So I would say it's more darker than the Brock documentary, because Goldberg does have a reputation of hurting people. Yeah, there's interviews out there of it. So it was interesting. And I didn't learn anything new, but most things I won't, because I know most things about most things in wrestling. So, you know, it's whether I enjoyed the documentary or not. Most things I don't learn something new. But it was alright. I'll put it in the description so you just can watch it. It's short. It's only 19 minutes. It's one of the shorter ones from Spotify documentaries. But, so what would I give it out of 10? I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It was alright. The best one still, in my opinion, what I've seen from them, was the women's one, where they covered all the errors. That was a very interesting one. And if you want to hear me review that, me and Matt did that. We recorded a video doing that. We reviewed that. That was the best one they did. But yeah, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I recommend to watch it. It's short. It's not too long. It's one of the shorter ones they've done. And I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to do an episode of Chucky. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll do one more wrestling documentary. Then I'll watch the next episode of Chucky and then review it. I'll try and do one episode a night for Chucky. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye for now.